Well, Johanna will show us a newborn care training video. Johanna is an Australian pediatrician based in France. She holds a master's in international public health and has extensive experience in pediatric education. She has worked with MSF for more than 10 years in the field, as well as in various headquarter positions. Johanna has made a substantial contribution to the development of guidelines and trainings throughout MSF today. Thanks, Johanna, and the stage is yours. And as I said, the questions you can ask Johanna in conversations over coffee.
Thank you, Myrto. I'm really happy to be here today and excited to announce the recent release of some MSF newborn care learning resources. So we've created a hybrid learning package that includes online learning, remote virtual classes, and bedside teaching activities. I'd like to send a particular shout out to our colleagues in South Sudan, where we recently piloted the training program. And a big hello to our colleagues in Dakar, and a big thank you to the Dakar unit, where we ran some educational activities, teaching activities last week, including piloting some of these modules in French in a face-to-face environment. Now, I'd like to share with you a brief video of the training in action, and I'll be available with my colleague Marie Clarice during the conversations in coffee to discuss further. Thanks.
Hello, and welcome to the MSF Newborn Care Learning Package. The newborn period is the riskiest time of a child's life, with neonatal mortality accounting for almost half of all deaths in children. Nearly all of these deaths occur in countries with limited resources, and almost all are preventable. Most newborns would survive with simple, inexpensive, evidence-based interventions. But newborn care requires teamwork, consistency, and meticulous monitoring to be effective. In addition, newborn training requires an approach that is distinct from general paediatric care. Endorsed by the MSF Intersectional Paediatric Working Group and Nursing Care Working Groups, the MSF Newborn Care Learning Package was developed to address this need. This hybrid learning program consists of 3 phases. 1. Self-paced e-learning modules on Tembo. 2. Profession-specific virtual classes led by a facilitator. And 3. Clinical activities and bedside teaching. The Newborn Care Learning Hub on Tembo gives learners access to several digital learning modules related to the care of newborns. These modules are designed for medical, nursing and midwifery staff who care for newborns in a hospital setting. There are currently 11 modules available, with further modules under development. Each module is designed to take 1 hour to complete and is composed of a theory section, a series of case studies with multiple choice questions, and a quiz at the end of each module. After completing the module and the accompanying quiz, learners receive the Tembo completion badge. The virtual classroom component is the second phase of the training, following on from the self-paced online learning modules. These tutor-led sessions are profession-specific, designed to take the learner through issues relevant to their field of practice. For each learning module available on Tembo, there is a corresponding virtual class. Learners are eligible to participate in the sessions once they have completed the online learning and achieved the module badge. Each class consists of 2 hours teaching with an instructor, as well as 2 hours of pre-reading and preparation. This time should be scheduled into the learner's working hours. Learning exercises should be completed prior to attending the class to encourage active participation and participant interaction. Learners receive a learner workbook with all the clinical case studies and accompanying questions, as well as relevant clinical guidelines. In order to consolidate the learner's newly acquired knowledge and skills in newborn care, we recommend a series of clinical teaching activities at the bedside. This clinical teaching can be performed by paediatricians, field-based doctors or nurses, or nursing care supervisors. Flying trainers and mobile implementation officers may also provide such educational support during field visits. For each of the learning modules, a series of recommended clinical teaching activities is outlined. The teacher or clinical supervisor should observe the learner performing the activity, allowing space for discussion and questions. Structured feedback should be provided and any areas of improvement discussed. The corresponding job aid is designed to be used as a quick reference during daily clinical activities and can be referenced during these clinical activities as a reminder of the most important aspects to cover. All learning is based on recommendations in the recently released neonatal care package, including the MSF Clinical and Therapeutic Guidelines, the Neonatal Nursing Care Guidelines, and the Neonatal Injectable Medication Handbook. Throughout the course, we promote a family-centred approach that puts mother and baby at the centre of all cares. With sustained commitment, effort and training, we can reduce neonatal mortality and make sure that all newborns are given the chance to survive and thrive.
Thank you. Thanks, Johanna. Just as the last presentation, so important, so extremely important. As I said as well in the beginning, training is important, and training that is relevant and is not just giving someone a textbook. Just a quick question with regards to the tempo that you mentioned, because I know that we have people watching that are from outside of MSF. Are these materials available from people from outside, or is it just MSF internal? Thank you.
No, anyone can join and do the online learning modules on Tembo. The virtual class component, we've just piloted and we're still reflecting on how we make that available. But the online learning component is available by joining through your personal email account.
Okay, thank you very much. If you want more about this, as I said, sorry, in the conversations over break, join Johanna, join Catherine by scrolling down to the respective buttons. And if you don't have time, just send them an email or chat with them over the chat, because I think it's extremely relevant to think outside of the mere medical gesture that we do at the bedside.